Ina is a former prisoner of war. She and her husband were arrested by Russian forces in March from their home in Mariupol.
Our neighbours told the Russians that my husband and I are former military, so we were arrested by 10 people with weapons who searched our house. They interrogated us in a barn in Mariupol for 3 days before moving us.
Ina was released as part of this prisoner exchange, along with 14 other women, 3 weeks after being detained.
On March 7th, we were relocated to Donetsk. We got there at night and we were separated. When they saw my military documents, they became angry and hit me in the head. I heard my husband's screams while he was beaten and tortured. Then, on March 31st, some man blindfolded and handcuffed me. I remember riding in a truck and even a plane. We were taken from Sevastopol to Zaporizhia.
One of the most well-known prisoner exchanges is of the Azovstal brigade members who held out in the Mariupol steel plant until captured in June. But even though some have been released, other Ukrainian soldiers captured in the fighting there are still being detained. Aisha is desperate to find her son months after he disappeared.
My son was a soldier in Mariupol and was captured in April. We didn't know where he was until May when he called. He's being held somewhere near Horlivka, but we don't know anything else.
Elena is also waiting for news about her husband, who was captured near the Azov steel plant in April and taken to Olenivka prison in Donetsk.
On 27 or 29 of July, there was a terrorist act at Elenovka. We were all shocked because we didn't know for sure if our relatives were there or not at the moment of the explosion. After that, I had no information about what happened with my husband. At the end of the May, I got a phone call from him and he told me that he is at Elenovka.
She now heads an NGO that helps others find their imprisoned relatives. It receives hundreds of requests every day. Each time a prisoner is released, Elena regains optimism that she'll see her husband again too.
Prisoner swaps are always sensitive. Each of us waits and hopes that each prisoner exchange will get us closer to the moment when our loved ones will be released. We care about all the prisoners of war and we want all of them to come back home.
Ukrainian officials say at least 2,500 citizens are being held by Russia. Family members and advocates say that number may be much higher. Obaida, Hitto, TRT World, Kyiv.